Everyone, Ben from Giraffe CCTV back with another in my series on 10 pain points solved by the Edge controller. This week I'm going to be looking at power management. So the Edge controller allows you to give you troubleshooting tools as to why your system may be not working as it should. So by integrating with the Victron solar charger and the Victron shunt, but also monitoring the mains power, you can do things like monitor how much solar is being produced and how much is then flowing into your battery. So if, for example, a fuse blows between your for the controller between the system and the batteries, suddenly no current can flow into your batteries, meaning you can't charge them, and the system might be going offline overnight. So I'm just going to show you some of the software and how we might do that, and how that all integrates together. Here you can see the power management that's possible to do via the Edge controller. We monitor the mains power. We also monitor the solar chargers and the shunt, the Victron shunt, which is the battery management system. We also are able to see exactly how much power the Edge controller is using. So here you can see that Edge controller is using 25 watts of power. If I turn floodlights on, for example, and then refresh the screen, you'll see that has jumped up to 95 watts because we have turned on two 40-watt floodlights. You'll now see that the batteries are discharging to support that load, and the solar will now ramp up. One of the things that we're able to do then with this is, for example, you can see that if you have a solar charger that's connected and the system comes online during the day, but is then dying at night, we can immediately see that there's potentially probably connecting to the batteries. It may be that you've got mains power monitoring and you can see that the system is on mains power during the day and it's then disconnected at night and the batteries are not connected. So the system would then go offline. So then you can suddenly start to see all of that, because if you were to look at a 7-day period, we have systems with customers where they said the system's been offline overnight, and we can log in and see a similar pattern. Systems offline overnight, connected during the day, because the batteries, maybe a fuse has blown, there's no longer a connection to the battery. We also were able to read error states from the Victron solar charger and also the Victron shunt to know exactly what's going on. You might see on a bright sunny day that you've got the solar is only just supporting the load and no current is going into the batteries. So suddenly you're starting to piece together all of the different information. Here you can see batteries decrease overnight and then charge up first thing in the morning. Something that I've also discussed before has been shading. One thing that you might see, and we've seen with our customers, is systems that have been charging absolutely fine, getting back to 100%, and then suddenly the batteries start to decrease, they're no longer charging. And what you can then do is scroll down to the solar performance here, look at the panel power or the daily yield, and you might see that suddenly you're not getting as much solar being generated. So the solar's falling. You then look back on the recordings and you can see that a porter cabin or a shipping container has been parked in front of the tower. Potentially the tower's been moved and is no longer pointing south. And you can phone your customer and say, look, this is what's happened. The solar performance has now decreased. Your tower's at risk. It allows you to be proactive rather than reactive and waiting for your system to go offline. So the Edge controller really is giving you more troubleshooting ability. It allows you to know exactly what the problem is or give you more insight into what the problem is before you arrive on site. Generally, in the past, people have arrived on site to go and troubleshoot the problem. They stick their head in the tower and work out exactly what's going on. What the Giraffe Edge controller allows you to do is to do that before you get to site, to know exactly what the problems might be. So we're giving you many troubleshooting abilities. We also say to all of our customers that you can lean on the Giraffe support team. We've got a huge amount of knowledge of solar-based systems, and we want you to lean on us to be able to improve your customer experience and to be able to help you find problems that you might not otherwise know about. So that's all comes as part of the Giraffe license fee. We've got a great group of tech support guys here that help you solve the problems before you get to site, meaning you're more efficient and you might solve the problem with one visit rather than two, which adds real value and saves you costs in the long term. Thanks very much for watching, and if this is of interest, if you would like to learn more, please reach out to myself, Dave Beach, or Co in the USA, and we'll show you how we can transform your rapidly deployable solutions. Thanks very much.